大家好，今天我担任用大实现教复习数据科学法。Today I use my application, Dash application, and you can use Dash application from here, and you can use from Shoji and Dieno. Maybe Azure is sleeping and it takes time, but application will wake up. Okay. 让我自我介绍，我是校长引信，例如小川秀之。我学汉语1年，但汉语很难，我学英语，对不起。And this is my first trip to Beijing, and this is my first experience of talking in front of many Chinese. And now, thanks for opportunity to talk. And I'm a little bit nervous, but I try. I talk about my career. I worked as a trader and analyst at Financial Institute for 18 years. And 5 years ago, I started using Python for data analysis. And 2 years ago, I quit that job, and recently I founded my company named Chomok, in Chinese, Chamu. I'm from Kyoto, Japan. I want to ask one question. 我想问一个问题：如果您知道印度，你能住宿吗？Many people know Kyoto. Thank you. 我很高兴。Recently, many Chinese come to Japan, and many people come to Kyoto too. I run Python community in Kyoto. Its name Hannari Python. Hannari means yoga in Chinese. We hold Hannari Python every third Friday. Please join us if you come to Kyoto. We welcome. And if your friend live in Kyoto, please tell them to join us. Today I have sticker of Hannari Python and my company. Please ask me if you want. I talk about why I come to PyCon China, Beijing. One, I have been interested in Chinese culture. My company name Chomok Chamu is from old Chinese word, Chamu Fair. And two, many people say Chinese programmers' quality is the best in the world. My friend work at Chinese company said so too. And I want to communicate with people, but I cannot speak Chinese, sorry. Three, I read book about titled Untitled. Here is a book. And I don't know this book is popular in China, but this book was very exciting for me. The most impressive thing was that financial people visited Square's office. Square is American payment company, and financial people were disappointed of Square's business model because Square earn from expensive fee of the service, and financial start to think their own business model. And I think this is a great story. 4, I accidentally found this event in August. Then I was preparing for PyCon Japan talk. So I sent proposal with same dash and interactive data visualization. But today content is not the same because Japan's talk have many Japanese data and maybe it is not interesting for Chinese people. And 5, Dash is great framework. I am not contributor, I am just user, but I like data visualization and I use many data visualization tools and I think Dash is great. And I want to share with you. Today I will talk about 1, interactive data visualization, and 2, about data visualization, and 3, about Dash. At first, let's feel the merit of interactive data visualization. At here, I use 2 data. Number of tourists in Japan and number of permission of hotel in Kyoto. This first table shows number of foreign tourists in Japan by country, top 10 by year. And China is number 1. Thank you for visiting Japan. And you can select the year from this drop down and you can see the table is changing. Next graph shows number of tourists in Japan, monthly historical data. And you can select the country from this drop down. But sorry, this is in Japanese because this is Japanese data. And left side graph shows the selected countries data, and right graph shows number of tourists, number of total tourists of Japan. And the graph below shows percentage of the selected countries as a whole. And this is Chinese data, and we can see the percentage is increasing month by month. And its percentage is close to 40% recently. Very huge number. I want to see this graph, and I am zooming up. The total number of tourists in Japan is increasing from 2014, and the number tripled in 5 years. Can you imagine what happens in Japan? Many people goes to learn Chinese. No, lack of hotels. There are not enough room for tourists to stay. So people rushed buying hotels and rooms. This graph shows the number of permission of Kyoto hotels. We can see the number is jumping 2014 to 2017. So what I think? I want to buy some rooms too. So I rushed to real estate company and tell them to show me information. But they show me information about rooms and graph like this, but it is not good information for investment decision. So I make my interactive data visualization like here. This is part of the data visualization, and I add the map data. This map shows where is Kyoto hotels. There are many hotels. And you can see where is the famous hotel, where is the popular space or unpopular place. I think this sample shows merit of interactive data visualization. Interactive visualization gives us more information and help us to understand circumstances. And I think it is necessary for decisions like business or services or your life. Next, I talk about data visualization. Why do we visualize data? When we analyze data, there are 5 steps, I think. 1, define your question and goals. 2, collect data. And 3, data pre-processing. And 4, exploratory data analysis. And 5, evaluate model and algorithms. And step 4, exploratory data analysis, we do analyze data set and summarize their main characters. And this step often use visual method because in this step we human observe data. And this step is the most important to make good model. If we observe data, how about using data table? Here is data table. This is only 150 data set of iris data. I think most of people cannot understand house data and or future of data. For human, table is difficult to understand. How about using graphs? Here is graph. I think with graph, we easy to understand house data and features of data. Data visualization helps us to understand data. I skip 3 and move to 4. Recently, there are many data visualization tools. Tools like BI tools, like Tableau, Microsoft Power BI, and Google Studio, and more. There is library like D3, Matplotlib, Bokeh, and more. There are interactive web framework like Shiny, Dash, and Panel, and more. I think all of these are good tools, and we can use whatever we like. For example, I usually use Dash and Plotly, but I also use Matplotlib and Tableau. I think Tableau is good tools. And all of these tools help us to understand data. And today I will show you Dash. Dash is open source Python library. Dash is made by Plotly, and they call Dash Analytical Web Framework. And Dash can write code with only Python. I think this is an important point for me. I mentioned earlier in data analysis, in data analysis, there are 5 steps, and it is nice all steps can do in one language. And the Dash is made by Flask and Plotly.js and React, and the document is here. Their document is very detailed and easy to understand. With Dash, we can make Dash application. It is very easy to build interactive data visualization and easy to share. And Dash has many other components besides graphs, like Dash Bio has Dash Bio has bioinformatics visualization, and you can build your own components. Next, in this section, I will show you how to build Dash application. This is today's sample application, and here is graph. If you mouse over the graph, it will show the data here. This looks a little bit complicated, but easy with Dash. Dash application is made by layout and callback. Layout makes what looks like, and callbacks makes application more interactive. Let's see the code. I import 3 modules. Dash module is Flask modules. Dash module like Flask class, Flask modules, Flask class, and Dash have more functions. And Dash core components has tools like drop down and slider and graphs. And Dash HTML components provide HTML tag for Dash. And here we make Dash instance, and here we create layout. And this is callback. In this application, I use global data as input data. And in callback, if input data changes, automatically callback function, this case here, is fired and data passed to here. And application move like this. This application is written just only 38 lines, including comment, and I formatted with that black. With Dash, we can build complex application easily. Next, I talk about graph. Difference between normal web framework and Dash is Dash can use interactive graphs. Dash can create graph with Plotly. And Plotly has wrapper names Plotly Express, like Matplotlib's Shibon. Let's look difference of modules. At first, I write code with Dash. This is graph, and this is code. Code is 5 lines. Next, Plotly graph objects. Plotly graph object is the normal module for Plotly. And graph is same as Dash, and code is same 5 lines, but a little bit different. Plotly Express. Plotly Express graph is a little bit different from another. And code is getting shorter. The code is only 3 lines. How do we use these? I usually use Plotly graph object. Plotly Express because it is easy to write code. And if we want to do something complicated, I use Plotly graph objects. Next, components. Dash has 7 components ready to use. Today, I will show you some of these. At first, dash table. Dash data table is an interactive table. This can be used like Excel. I will show you how the graph changes as I enter number in the table. Here I want to use Excel. Copy the data and paste. We can use dash data table like this. And you can create applications that can be used by drag and drop file with dash core components. And next, I will show you dash canvas. Dash canvas is drawing and annotation for image processing. Today, I create applications that use remove background algorithm. This is my smiling picture, and I draw line and remove background. Line is very easy, and I push the remove background button here. There is noise, but it looks good. Next, dash sidescape. Dash sidescape is network visualization components with Sidescape.js. Recently, I like network visualization and I like to use dash sidescape. And this application is from dash gallery sample, but this is interesting. If you click node connected with the node is displayed. And interesting point of network visualization, if we change the layout, changes the way the network looks. If we choose concentric, we can see what is center of network. And if we choose breadth-wide first, we can see structure of the network. I think this is interesting. Next, I will talk about deploy. Sharing application is easy with cloud. This time I use Azure first time, but it was very easy too. And I will show you how to deploy. At first, make your account and get CLI. And step 2, make dash app file like this, hello world. And 3, make requirements file. And step 4, deploy to Azure with CLI. CLI is just only 2 lines, login and deploy. And here we are, like this. The application is deployed. And in Japan, Azure is free for 1 year. Sharing interactive data visualization can be easy with Dash and Cloud. Collaboration with co-review and client will be easier, and there will be many new discoveries. Sharing data visualization will help us to create better services. And summary, today's summary. Today I talk about interactive data visualization and about Dash. Interactive data visualization gives us more information. And sharing interactive data visualization and collaborating with other people will create new discoveries. And good insights help to create better service and future. I think Dash can help with this process. Let's start with pip install Dash. 谢谢。
Would you mind to give people two chance to ask questions?
Yeah. OK。
我们还是2个问题，然后的话，如果是大家能用英语提问是最好的，如果不能用那个英语提问的话，然后就那个用中文提问，我们这边会有志愿者帮大家翻译成可以翻译。然后who's first？ 有要提问的吗？有什么问题？有什么问题需要问请教一下我们的老师的吗？可以用中文提问，可以用中文。
In the Dash graphic section.
Graphic section.
Oh.
Graphic section.
Yeah, Dash graphic. Yeah, and you mentioned 3 models, maybe Dash and graph objects and also Express. So the first is Dash. So the other 2 is also included in Dash, or just 2 items to make a compare.
他のマチュはダッシュの中にもありますので、それとも比較的にここに
ちょっと
ここにそのダッシュ、
はい、
これもマジュールですか？
そうです。
これ他のマジュール？
他のモジュールです。
で
で
も比較的にここにするのか。
我再重申一个问题啊，就是您这提了3个，然后那个第一个是 Dash 的，那后2个是用来做比较。刚好像听您说，就是好像您用的时候也会选择那个复杂的话用第2个，然后平常的话用第3个。那这里就是为什么要就明明是介绍 Dash， 为什么要提这2个？
あ、ここにも3つのマジュールですね。これがみんながそのデータビジュアライゼーションですか？
そうですそうです。
そうですね。
ツール。
もしその複雑の場合はその、これですか？
そうです。
じゃあこれはどのくらいどのタイミングで使います？
ちょっと難しいんで後からとかでもいいですか？後から説明。
他说这个问题他待会儿再回答啊。
好，还有其他的要提问的，我们可以中文提问的，来，话筒。
大是可以跑在那个 Jupyter 里边吗
？Jupyter Notebook にもダッシュができます。
Yes, we can use in Jupyter Lab, but Windows can't use that.
I don't use the Windows.
Yeah, Linux and Mac OS can use that. There is module.
Okay, thank you.
还有其他的要提问的小伙伴吗？然后我们还可以再补一个问题，因为刚刚不是坚持还有其他的提问的小伙伴吗？That's all.
谢谢。